29.
28.
27.
26.
25.
24.
23.
22. 21.
20.
19.
18.
17.
16.
15.
14.
13. 12.
11.
10.
8.
6.
6. What happened to 7?
7.
5.
4.
3.
2.
1. 0.
Oh, hey! Oh, it's still on echo. Sorry. My bad. So I thought tonight, instead of looking at garbage knives like we a lot of times do on Mondays, I thought, well, let's look at some stuff that's new. And I have a giveaway to announce. We're gonna have a giveaway this Friday and next Friday. And it's going to be a subscriber only. So you've got to be subscribed to win. So that gives everybody time. 1 minute knife review. What's up, buddy? So Big Willie D, I don't know what to tell you. Not everybody bought a bunch of knives this week. So you don't speak for the majority of us. Take it easy, take a breath. But if you are going to purchase, you can use this link here. I think I already posted it up somewhere, but this is my link to Blade HQ. Just my general link, and anything you purchase after that works fine. Bubbles is here, non-poop knives. So I want to address something. So there was a lot of people, I got a lot of comments on Friday's live feed about doing an AI, or oh, this website, you didn't know what you're doing. And I was like, I think a lot of people missed the point. The point was not to make a good knife. I had no intention of designing a good knife with AI, because I absolutely don't like AI. I've used it to do a couple videos. That part is cool, like generating a video, like when I was sick, and there may be some more of them, stuff like that. But the point of that was just to see what kind of goofy stuff we could create. A couple of them, it came out pretty weird. So, but yeah, I have a couple knives that are going to do giveaways. So this week's giveaway on Friday, I don't know. It depends. Fridays are weird because it's like everybody's like, it's so late. And I'm like, what are you all, like 80? Like, I'm 48, almost 49. And 2 o'clock is still not late for me to be heading to bed. When I was most of y'all's age, because I look at my demographics, I honestly was on a like people are like, well, yeah, like maybe on a Saturday. I was like, Tuesdays, I would be out until 4 or 5 a.m. on a Tuesday, go home, sleep for 1 or 2 hours, and go to work. Not saying that's the best choice. It's not the best way to live your life. I'm just saying, I think a lot of you need to sack up a little. This is what we're giving away on Friday. This is a brand new. Now I don't have the package for it, because this came to me from a subscriber to do as a giveaway. It came directly to me. But the thing was, they shipped it and used the original container and taped the original box all up, and it got destroyed. I have an artisan case somewhere I will provide with a CJRB case or something like that. But this is what we're going to be giving away, and you have to be a subscriber to win. It's brand new. It's never been used. I gave one of these away a while. This is the CJRB Crag. This was the all black and red. We may do it Wednesday. I might be able to swing it for Wednesday. Who would rather do it Wednesday after Jared's live feed? Will let me bring this up, and I will add a poll into this, and we can possibly, let me go to my actual channel, and pause this. It's not fake. Let's see. Giveaway. Let's see. Let me do a poll. Well, I'm not. I'm going to do a poll. Alice, hang on. Start a poll. On giveaway Wednesday. Or Friday. Ask the community. So we will check in on that poll here a little bit later. But we are going to. Mike doesn't like clones. Mike had an argument with somebody again about clones. They're like, "Oh, it's bullshit. You know, it's so much money for these knives," and I'm like, "Then save." Like people are like, "I can't afford an actual Norseman." I saved pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters for 4 years to buy the one I wanted. If I found a penny on the street, I put it in my pocket and I brought it home. I still collect. There's quarters and nickels and stuff in a jar here at the house. Every time I get about $100 worth of change, I take it and I drop it into that account. That is how you afford a knife that you don't think you can afford. So, but yeah, we're gonna do. What'd I do with it? Yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway of this CJRB Crag. I don't know if they still have this one. I had one of these that came in. I did it as a giveaway a while ago. That came to me from Russell over at Artisan and CJRB. This is a really good knife. This is a really, really good knife. So I absolutely can appreciate giving that away. Like I said, they taped the package up on it so tightly, and like the original packaging was destroyed. So let's see. Or sell a bunch of other knives. Yeah, you can do that. I'm selling a bunch of knives to pay for my wife's car repair. I'm selling knives that I really don't want to get rid of to pay for my wife's car repair because it was expensive. But yeah, we're going to look at some new arrivals on Blade HQ. I'm going to send a link to my Gilded server where my paying members are, and to Will, if you would be ever so kind as to drop said link occasionally in the chat. So give me a second to do that. I'm going to send that link right now to oh, I didn't want to do that. I have to undo what I just did. So yeah, Will, I'm going to send this to you if you could I sent you the entire thing. Just cut and paste that from the DM I sent you on the Gilded server, and then I need to go back to where I was before, so that I can see the poll. Why is there so many ads? So it looks like right now, 69% of the people want to do the giveaway on Wednesday. So yeah, Gingerfish, Robert, 1 minute. Knife review. Let's see who else is here. So yeah, like I said, that is this week. And then, because I wasn't expecting to do that, and then I have another giveaway that I was already planning on doing, which is this X-Touch button lock. Not that I don't like it. I absolutely love it. It's at a price point where if I want one, I can get one, and I can get one for you. I can give this to you guys. I already adjusted the lock bar, or not the lock bar, but the spring for the button lock, gave it a little bit more snap because it was a little soft in the original. But I just finished filming the video on this, and I'm like, before this gets all beat up and is completely, oh, hey, it's not Friday. Hang on a second. Let me, I just realized that I had not changed my virtual background. That's better. Actually, that's better. So yeah, I before this gets all damaged and beat up and everything, for the price these are, I can absolutely get one if I want one. Um, so I will. I'm going to give this away next week. Same thing. Wednesday, probably Wednesday if you guys want to do it that way, but it's going to be members. You didn't get the DM. Hang on. Let me see if it's let me see if I can just text it to you. I'm just gonna message it to you, Will. In a second. There you go. So let's see here. Oh, Polly's here. No, I'm not giving it away today. The whole point of announcing it is so people have time to become a subscriber. And Polly absolutely informed me and sent me a picture showing me that he had not thrown away that knife. He threw it away and then dug it back out of the trash. But he let me think that he had thrown it away for permanent, for realsies even. So if that does not work, Will, let me know and I'll find another way to do it. But you can absolutely, I can do it as well. So like I said, I'm going to post it a couple times. So if you guys want to copy this link, this is just my Blade HQ link, and you can absolutely just use it. So we are going to allow me to share. Yeah. Okay. So it did work. He's got it. So Will is going to drop that occasionally. If any of you guys are interested in any of the knives that we're going to look at, because Blade HQ has got some new arrivals and I haven't looked at them yet. All I did was pull up the page and find the new arrivals part. So that's all I did right there. So I know that they have some new battle songs, some new cases and stuff like that. So I'm not Mark. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. So, but before we do that, let me see. There's 25 people here. I wanted to give you guys a heads up. I did a story about it. I had a story about it earlier today. There's gonna be. I want to see, because I don't know. It's hit or miss trying to figure out the algorithm. Some people say the more stuff you put up, the better. So I was putting up I was putting up 2 or 3 videos a day, and I just noticed that they were not performing. And I was getting really frustrated and I was losing my mind because, like I said, this is what I do now. This is my job. I've went all in. I've added new production value. I'm starting to, now that I've got the basics down and I know how to do it, there's things I'm going to be doing. There's going to be different types of videos. Some videos are going to be much more edited and things like that. But I had to work my way into it. But what I was going to tell you is, one, it's spring break right now. And so this week is going to kind of be the beginning. It's the sub 2-hour engagement with your subscribers. At any rate, so while you guys are here, what I'm going to try and do is I still am going to film a video like every day. It might be 3 minutes, might be 8 minutes, might be 15 minutes, depends on how I feel about it. So, or what just depends on what the video is, you know? But what I'm going to do is there are going to be some videos that are much more in depth. I am going to go to ProTech and film at ProTech. I'm going to go and film with Bob Terzuola. I'm going to film a couple of other types of videos. Yeah. Well, and the last 2 have done better. And so like I think I'm just overloading too many videos. So if things pick up, then I can start Polly's got a wagon package. It's a disturbing image. I don't even want to think about it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some more heavily edited videos that might take days to film. I may drive to Idaho and film at Chris Reeve Knives and things like that. I'm going to film at ProTech. I'm going to film. There's a local manufacturer here in the California area that is up and coming. And when we get ready to do that, we're going to film there, and I'm gonna edit that. And I'm gonna have a lot of B-roll and a lot of audio and a lot of music and a lot of other stuff that I edit in for the cool parts, instead of it just being me talking about a knife, me talking to a person, which I'm still gonna do. That's the core of this channel, is the review stuff. But I know that there's other stuff I can do. And now that I know I can edit those things and provide that production quality, and I figured out the music, and I figured out how to integrate all these things, there's going to be a lot of changes to some of the content. So it might feel like I've cut back. I'm still going to try and put out one video every day, Monday to Monday, 7 videos a week at least, plus the nice stuff. Yes, Tor is in San Diego, and as well as Half Face Blades, and I'm friends with Andy. So Andy and I have been talking about me filming with him at their shop for a long time. And I don't like Tor knives all that much. Oh, that's a personal thing, but so I don't like that. But I may go to Idaho if I can figure out somebody that I can stay with there in the area around Chris Reeve Knives. Or I'll take a tent. I lived in a tent before. I'll take a tent and an air mattress, and I'll stay up there for a couple days and camp out if they'll let me in their parking lot while I film and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, you want to see my head? I actually, Polly, if I do it, you have to donate. Like, I swear to God, I won't help you with anything ever again. Check this out. Sunday was haircut day. It's a number 1 all over. So you now now you got to do it. Now you have to do it. Now you have to do it, or I'm not going to share another one of your fucking videos. I just take a number 1 over my entire head. It's summertime. I never take my hat off. I honestly don't. And it's not because I'm bald. I just don't like taking my hat off. You're like the bad guy from Home Alone. My daughter was like, she's like, you look angry. She's like, you look angry. And I wasn't. But puppy belly. It does. It looks like a puppy's belly. Somebody was like, what's going on up there on top? Fucking nothing much, dude. I don't care. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to get Rogaine or hair plugs. I don't actually give a fuck about what my hair looks like. I got plenty of it here. It's fine. So shiny. I know. No, it's shorter than a number 2. It's a number 1. I took a number 2. I gotcha. But at any rate, that's the plan moving forward. I talked with Bob Terzola and his wife, Sue. We're going to film up there. And it's just going to be something where I film. I'm going to film some of the process. I don't want Bob to like stop working. So I'll get B-roll, and then we'll talk to Bob about, how he got into knives and all that stuff. And I love Bob, and I don't know why we haven't done it sooner. Bob reminds me of my grandfather so much. So it's like, I'm absolutely excited about trying to get up there sometime soon. Yeah, Polly, I don't want to come see you. I FaceTime with you, and that's enough. So at any rate, we've been doing this for 21 minutes. I absolutely do want to look at the new arrivals on Blade HQ. And like I said, I've put the link up a couple of times. If you guys are interested in the link, let me check back on what we're looking at for this poll. It looks like everybody pretty much, we'll do it Wednesday. Okay. So next live feed, just remind me. As a matter of fact, when we get done, I'll set the live feed up that I'm going to give away this CGRB Crag. And the cool thing about this one, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if they're still doing it this way. This is the one with the carbon fiber, the red pivot collar. And did I see your comment earlier, Alice? Probably not. Which one? Isn't Brass Brigade in your? Yes. He is. He's up in Dana Point. which is very close. And I'm going to get that set up. We were supposed to do a live feed. Stuff fell off. I'm going to try and get Asher Knives on here as a guest. I've got a list of people that I'm trying to get on as guests. It's just really hard right now. It's really hard right now because there's so many knife shows currently getting ready. There's like 11 shows. I talked with Matt at ProTech. They're all busy. And Nico and I are trying to Nico and I are still trying to set up the event up in Banning, up near Palm Springs for the Inland Empire. Think about DEI when setting up your guest list. I did. Okay. I'm literally an hour and a half. I don't need to stay with him. Like, honestly, I don't. We talked about me driving up when the wife was in Japan. But there were some of the, so there were some of the Crags that were on Blade HQ that they don't know what happened to, or on Amazon, I mean, and they don't know what happened to them. And they were absolutely really janky in the pivot. This one is buttery smooth. So I actually took this picture. Hang on a second. I've got to prioritize this device on the internet here at my Wi-Fi at my house. I took this picture in a knife store, just literally 20 minutes from my wife's parents' house in Japan. So I've always had good results with Blade HQ. Well, the original Crags had a different lock as well. The original Crags had the recoil lock or whatever they called it. Guys, my nose is really sore. I have to apologize. You're going to see me doing this a lot. I had a door that stuck. There was something wrong with the latch, the throw, and we couldn't get the door open. And I turned it as hard as I could and gave it a yank, and the door came back, and I hit myself right in the. You see how swollen my nose is? It's all red. It really hurts. So I apologize for doing this a lot, but it really is. It's tender. So, I'm not trying to pick my nose. It just hurts. You see it? Might get beat up by your wife. I would absolutely say that's a possibility. My wife is vicious. So, yeah. So here we go. We're gonna take a look at this. Man, my nose is swollen. I think it's a pimple forming on the inside too. Now that I've busted it, I've had good experience with Blade HQ, especially there. I don't know, Alice. There's 33 people here dropping comments about my hair. No, we cannot see my nose again. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna start pulling this up. So they've got some. Do we guys want to? Let me ask you guys. Do you want to set like a price range? Yeah, say it again, Alice. Throw it up again. I'll read it. I'm watching the comments right now because I want to know. Do you guys want to set a price limit? Are we looking for stuff, or do you just want to look at everything? Because we can look at all of the no price range. Okay, we'll just look at all the new stuff. Can I borrow? No, you may not. If I had $90 to loan you, I would not loan it to you. I'd use it for something else. Oh, Alice. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll tell you what, Alice, DM me. We can do that. And I forgot to set it up, but I'm going to set up in the Gilded server, Alice. I am going to set up your own like store. Oh, we'll just do them as just giveaways. So Alice, when I go into the Gilded server the next time, I absolutely will set up. I absolutely will set up the store for you so that you can just have your own spot. I would ask everybody that like in the stores that I'm gonna set up, like I have a knife sale list for the paying members. I would ask that you don't fill those up with just random chatter. Those are specifically purposed. So yeah, guess what? I don't have a DLT link yet. Alice. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Dopey. So you should start and let's see here. How come nobody give you memberships? Well, because no one likes you. And you have to set it up. You have to go in and be able to be gifted memberships. That's a setting on YouTube. So, like I said, we're going to look at this stuff here. Nobody said that they wanted to set a price limit. So this is a Doc Schiffer. This is a Doc Schiffer hand napped tie bronze. I don't know how you nap bronze. That's not napped. That's ground. Napping is done with flint and I see you guys are gonna like I hate that I am like this, but you're gonna hear me be dismissive of things that people say a lot of times. I'm 40, I'm 48, almost 49. I don't fucking care. Like if you don't like the fact that I'm like you say something, I'm gonna call you out on it. You don't nap titanium. Napping is done with a rock or a horn on leather with either glass or flint or obsidian. That's napping. Those were ground. He's a doctor. He should know better. They've got some interesting stuff here. Let's see here. This I don't like. I don't have $1,400 for this, but like that is definitely interesting. Now I'm curious: is the blade? What's the blade material? It doesn't say. Custom tack rafter, handmade premium knife by Kyle, however you pronounce that. Blued Nichols Damascus. So that is that nitrile blue that you can do on certain types of Damascus. It looks really cool. It doesn't last very. That type of finish doesn't last very long. Zorro's got a new job. He's been really busy. Let's see. What is this? This is the Tops. Tops makes some really good knives at a really affordable price. Not gonna lie. Tops Knives USA. This is a very, yeah, this is a neck knife that they have. I like a lot of the Top stuff. Double-edged. That's definitely. Let's see here. What's the steel on it? 1095 steel. It's got a bronze finish. It's a karambit. It's not a karambit. That's not a karambit. Blade HQ. You should know better. What else we got here? Okay, these guys. You guys remember we were talking about the stilettos and the autos, and we were talking about the OTFs that we had when we were kids, and they were kit knives. This is real similar to that. We used to get these kits and we build them up. And basically it came with the knife, and all you did was you took them apart and you had to connect the spring. And that's all it was. And they came as a kit and you put them together. But these are actually really nice. My buddy Tino's wife's uncle has one, and I've sharpened it a couple times, and they are a lot of fun. They're always really well made. I've not seen a bad one. They do a really good job on them. They're not like super expensive, but they're also not a bad knife at all. So if you were looking for an auto that's not necessarily an OTF and it's more along the lines of an original, like old school, an old school like stiletto style switchblade, that would be one of the ones I would absolutely recommend. Let's see here what else we got. Anybody need a titanium ruler? I have a couple titanium rulers, but they don't look like that. This is, I'm curious about this. it's a ruler. Oh, it's a micrometer. It's a set of calipers. It's not a ruler. A ruler is just a flat. That's not a ruler. Man, that is a thickness gauge. Is what that is. It's actually pretty cool though. Cool. The old gilded server. Well, hello. I don't recognize your handle. Is this the first time you've ever been here on one of the live feeds? Typically on Monday, we just look at garbage knives, but now we're looking at, like, I just was curious. We haven't done this in a while. I wanted to see what was new on the old Blade HQ. Here is a knife that I would recommend. I don't like the color on this one, but this is the CPM M4 steel Delica, and the couple of Spydercos that I have dealt with that were in that CPM M4 were really good. The heat treat on it was really, I have to admit, I don't like to say it, but there are a few of the Spyderco steels that they, like, I'm not gonna say, like, I don't hate to admit the steels. I don't like to recommend Spyderco because I do think they're overcharging, but this is $89 for a knife that is in a very, very good steel. Sorry. Gotta move those shoes. So that's a very, very good steel. I did not miss the giveaway. It's a giveaway announcement, idiot, and you know it. You know what? I'm just gonna do it because I do it every time. Polly's in timeout. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Cabes, he's just being a dummy. I'm giving this away on Wednesday. CGRB. Oh, I blocked the wrong person. Can somebody go in and unblock that? Hey, BF VGNR. I apologize. Wrong person. Can somebody fix that? Can one of my mods unblock that? Is there a way to undo that? I absolutely apologize. I was trying to hit the wrong person, but I won't miss this time because Polly's in timeout. Oh, what the hell happened? Now I lost my entire... There we go. I can't do it. It kicked... Put Polly in timeout. Polly's in timeout. There we go. So no way to unblock. Okay, I apologize if you're in the background seething as Polly is. Guarantee it, because it's just fun. I knew I was going to do it. I just didn't know when. At any rate, I'm going to. I didn't think there was. I don't know. You just got to sit that one out. That's what I'm giving away on Wednesday. So, but yeah, let's get back to this. This is absolutely a good bargain. They've got a good price on this right now. Regular price is $165 right now. It's on sale at $89. Like if I had $90, I don't know if I'd buy it in that color, but I would buy one of these. I like the Delicas. The Delicas are a lot like the Endura. They're one of the ones I absolutely do like. Do they have other colors though? We'll probably see it. I'm actually selling one of these, an Olamic Wayfarer. Mine is in a different finish. It's a different configuration. It's the rock pattern. I'm selling one. It's the 5th one they ever did in the Sheep's Cliff, Warren Cliff style. I am absolutely selling one of these. So if you're looking for one of these, hit me up because I'm selling it for less than this. It's a sheep's foot. It looks just like this, except for the way the handle is done. Oh, the Olight. These are really cool. These are the Olight safety lights. I know it's not a knife, but these are really cool. Let me see here. Chris, use that cowbell in traffic or throw it away. Thank you in advance, sir. Well, you know, I could always give you the Semper Fi knife guy. I could always give you the old kangaroo flute. I can't You can't do it. I haven't learned how to play it yet. So, yeah, these are pretty cool. The little safety lights, they clip on stuff. You can hook them on things. They're not, I mean, they don't serve any other purpose other than just like a little clip-on safety light. You can clip it on your gear. You can clip it on backpack, all kinds of stuff. They are USB chargeable. $14. It's pretty cool. I will say that the next lights that they have, I've seen these. I haven't got to handle one. The arc field rechargeable. This has a UV light and a like multi-level output. Multi-level output on. Oh shit, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. You know, multi-level brightness. I think there's like 5 or 6 different settings. I've seen these several times. I got some DMs. I just haven't had a chance to respond to them, Alice. Play that party song to celebrate. Oh, you want to play the disco? Polly's in timeout. Ed. We had said that we were only going to do kangaroo fruit, anything over $15, but I'll do that. Hey, Polly, mow his very own lawn. Help Polly mow his very own lawn. Polly just got a really, really expensive smoker in. But at any rate, back to what I was saying is, I want to see one of these. I got to ring the bell for you, Mark. I haven't got to see one of these. I'm kind of, damn it, I keep doing it. I'm kind of interested in them because they're nice and thin. Like they're kind of square. I think they would fit in a pocket a lot better. I do like my little Baton 3 that's over there. It gets a lot of pocket time, and it's always in my pocket. But I was sitting here and I took it out of my pocket because it's just in the way. Okay, so yeah, the magnetic chargeable, same as the thing. But yeah, you got UV and then let's see. Yeah. UV and then regular light, and then you've got the like you just click on it to change to flip through the settings. So let's see. I can't see the chat, guys. So if there's something going, ooh, that's nasty looking. I haven't seen one of these. Well, I told you I had a shirt that said I have sex daily. And then at the bottom, it's like, no. And then in the middle, is like, no, that's wrong. And then it says I have dyslexia. Because if you take all those letters, it's right. Yes, I am fucking dyslexic. Fucking horribly dyslexic. Dyslexic. I keep my Baton 3 in my 5th pocket to carry my arc field at work in my shirt pocket. It's pretty lightweight. I will say I have had I've had a handful of the rechargeable O-lights. They got the cord, it snaps on. And I will say they're great if depending on your environment. Like they were great until I put it in my pocket and was at Elliot's shop making a knife. And then I had so much metal stuck to the battery charge port. I had to take tape and pull off. I mean, it's an easy fix. You just take a piece of packing tape and just slap on the back of it and cover it while you're doing the grind. If you remember, if not, you can use silly putty or something like that to clean the metal off of it. But yeah, that is one of the. So if you work, just keep that in mind. Those O-lights with the magnetic charging port always will tether up any metal dust that's in the air real easily. So let's go back to this. This is I've seen a couple of the little Best Tech folding karambits like this, like that little Strellet is up there on the shelf. That one that's like the little skexy looking Karambit. They're not like Best Tech makes pretty good knives. They're not the best, but they're also not the worst. I mean, Jim Skelton, I believe, had Best Tech do some stuff for him, and a couple other makers have went with Best Tech and a couple other brands. They make a good knife. I just don't know. Like not all of them. Like that Strelet has a little bit of blade play, so I've had a couple issues with a couple of the Best Tech knives. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, let's see here. It's on page 2. Yeah, all that Best Tech. What is this? Silicone strap for Olight bulb. What's the bulb? What's the bulb? Is the bulb that little nightlight thing that they've got? Hey, what's up, David? How's my favorite jarhead? Yeah, metal shavings all over it. I just, like I said, when you go to work, just put some tape. Just cut like a little circle of tape and stick right on the back of it, and you can peel it off. Get metal chips on my baton. Yeah. I don't know. I never asked Israel who does his OEM. So let's get back to this. And so since I'm seeing it, there's more people rolling in. Just so you know, we'll keep doing it. There is. Here is a link. Any of the knives you see or the flashlights or anything you see, there's a purchase link. That's my affiliate link. Doesn't cost you anything extra. I'd just appreciate if you used it. This is what I'm going to be giving away on Wednesday. The CGRB Crag. And then next Wednesday, I'll be giving away this one. Both of these came in. They were free to me. I did reviews on this one a while ago. One of you subscribers, I absolutely apologize. I don't know whether you wanted a shout out or not, but I forgot who sent it to me because the packaging was just like literally so taped up that by the time I got it all torn open and opened, I couldn't read the address or name that was on it anyway. But then this company sent this to me for review, and I just finished the review process, just finished filming the video. I'll get it cleaned up, I'll get it stropped, and I'll get it ready to go out to whoever wins next Wednesday. So we're gonna have giveaways 2 weeks in a row. I'm gonna try and do giveaways a couple times a month. So, yeah, I think the bulb was like their little nightlight thing that they had. I'll have to. Well, remind me. We'll look that up. I think it is. I think it's just like a little nightlight thing that that you can hang up in a tent or in a kid's room or something like that. Now somebody told me that these Boker trappers were actually pretty good. They have to be better than any of the crap we see on Cutlery Corner Network. Tree Brand. Yeah, Tree Brand, that's what they used to go by. When my dad was a lot younger, and they were actually really, really good. But I think Boker's kind of stepped up their game again. He shouldn't still be in detention. It's only been 5 minutes. He's probably sent me. Oh yeah, he sent me a bunch. Yeah. Polly sent me a bunch of texts, and I can't show any of them to you. So I imagine he's still in detention because he's still sending me angry texts, like 18 of them. Yeah, I apologize. I was aiming for Pablo, and I missed and hit you. But I mean, he's an army guy anyway. I have one of your patches, but I'm not going to wait for you to send them. Don't worry about it. I can do them for giveaways. Like if you want to send stuff for giveaways, I'll just do a prize pack. Your patches. Alice has got some stuff she's going to send me, stuff like that. So, you could probably, David, you could probably sell those in the Gilded server. I'll set you up a storefront, like your own little room for buying. And like I said, if I set those up, I'd like to keep the random chat to a minimum. Only things that are. Why can't I? There we go. Let's see here. Let's get back to this. Yeah, that's not a bad looking little slip joint trapper. Oh. Let's see. So this is still new arrival stuff. Benchmade proper. I will say that I absolutely love the Benchmade proper. My buddy Tino has one of these, and it's a very, very good. His is not an S30. I think his is an S90. It's a very good little slip joint clip point folder. He got his at a brick and mortar store up here in Julian, Quinn Knives. It's like the oldest brick and mortar store in Southern California. It's up in a touristy area called called Julian, and it's famous for like their apple pies and stuff like that. But Quinn Knives is an actual beautiful little small brick and mortar knife store. So if you're ever out that way, definitely go that way. The Mini Evo. Here you go. Jared just did a video about this. These just dropped. You remember we had Brian on the live feed here not too long ago, and he was talking about these. This is a great knife. This is a great knife. All of Brian's knives are great. They're always gorgeous. Well, here's the thing. There's other versions of that. All I'm saying is that's the version they have here. You can look, like if you use, like Will just popped it up. If you use that purchase link, if you use that link to go to Blade HQ, they're going to have other versions of it, other options available. So Will just posted it up right there. They'll have, I'm pretty sure you can search what other versions they have. I'm just showing you what's on the actual site. But yeah, these are great. $385. Brian really puts a lot into his designs. Riat did the work on them. Riat usually does impeccable work. I know that there's some issues with delivery times and stuff. You know, we talked to Brian about that. The Mini Adamas. I was issued one of these, but it was the button lock version, the button lock switchblade version of this. I think. Let me see. Polly, are you here still? Did you come back? I think Polly had one too. I think Polly had one when he went downrange. I got one of these. I forget where I was issued one of these. It was either MESF or when I went on an IA. I can't remember where. I'm pretty sure it was when I was with MESF that they issued us, and it was a button lock auto. And I have to admit, like I bag on Benchmade, the Adamas. It was the full-sized aluminum push button. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so were you issued one too? The switchblade, the button lock switch, the push button auto, the out the side. Did you have one too? Because I remember when they issued them to us, and it was, I have to admit, it was a really good knife. It really was. It was one of the best push button autos that I had ever, and I've had a few. It definitely was a good one. I think ours were in crew wear. I don't remember, but they were. Yeah, it did. It had a snap. Like you would push the button and it would try to come out of your hand. You were like, "Good God!" Mine got all gummed up. Mine got dropped in that nasty area over at the X-ray ranges in Camp Pendleton. I dropped it in that all that dusty garbage ice plant shit that's up near the UXO area there at the X-ray ranges. There at Pendleton. I dropped mine in all that shit. I think that's where it was that I dropped it and all that crap. And it all got in the mechanism, and it was a nightmare to get cleaned up. I had to run it through the ultrasonic at the armory like 3 or 4 times when we got back to get it all out. Let's get back in here. Why is that not? Yeah. Oh, I didn't bring it up. Yeah. So if you hadn't seen it, the Mini Adamas, actually, it's a good looking knife. It was, this is the Axis lock version of it. That's in crew wear. I forget what ours were in. They were probably S20 or S30B. But that's a much smaller version than the one that I remember. Let's see what else. Busker. Oh, okay. So you guys remember that I compared, let me pull this up. I was incorrect when I said something. I got to apologize to you guys when I said it. Let me exit full. Sorry about that. When I talked about the Lantra, the Oxworks Lantra, and I said that this is what I wanted from the Whippersnapper, I meant the Busker. If you see, they've got a very similar blade shape. This one absolutely is a little bit different. But this has got that same overall blade or edge profile. It's that same overall edge profile that I like in the Busker, but I'd never liked the way the is a much better. This is in my pocket. This was in my pocket tonight. We didn't do a pocket drop, did we? I will tell you, Mark, I have several knives in S30V. I have a couple Benchmades in S30V, and no matter what I do, they still chip. I'll sharpen them, they chip. I sharpen them, they chip. It's just chippy. I don't like S30V, and it's not just Benchmades S30V. There's a lot of S30V out there. But like I was saying, this is what I meant when I was talking about like not the wrong one. If I use your link on a pre-order, do you get credit for the whole thing or probably down payment? I do not know. I honestly don't know how that works or if it even does work. I would have to look into it. Even though there's a lot of head for Benchmade right now, I still carry my bug out and my 940. My 940 does get a lot of pocket time. I have to, yeah. I absolutely do carry my 940 a lot, even though it doesn't. I carry it because it's a special knife. It really is. It represents, immortality for the designer. And I can appreciate that. For me, it's not as functional as a lot of other knives. Yeah, all these Olamic knives are great. This is the Busker Vampy blade. And I've had Eugene from Olamic is like, can you sharpen those? Can we send people your way? And I'm like, you can, and I will, but like, that's probably not. This is a very overlooked piece of outdoor gear. This is absolutely something that I recommend getting proficient with. I absolutely recommend this because the fact is, this is something that you never run out of ammo for, because if you got rocks, you got ammo. If you get good with a slingshot, you've got something that you can use for small game and things like that. On top of that, it's a lot of fun. Slingshots are a very, very valuable, and I have never talked about. I've got one somewhere. It just needs new. I've got one of these. It just needs new. It just needs new tubing. I just need to order new tubing for it. But yeah, it's absolutely something that I recommend if you're an outdoor type of person. You can hunt squirrel with blowguns. Blowguns work. I've hunted squirrels in town. I've hunted squirrels in San Diego here. Guys, no joke. Hunted squirrels with a blowgun here in San Diego. As a matter of fact, I got a letter from the HOA at my old house saying I had to stop. And they were like, you got to stop feeding the squirrels. I was like, oh, I don't think you understand what I'm actually doing. I'm hunting the squirrels. And what I would do is I would set up a target and I would practice with it until I could hit this little spot consistently from the chair at my kitchen table with the sliding door open into the yard. And it was maybe 25, 30 feet. And I would put out corn for the squirrels to come out and they would eat. And I put I started fucking shooting at the target and I would put the target right behind the pile of corn. And when I could hit that target, that's when I started putting a pile of corn there and I would shoot the squirrels. And then my wife came home and I had skinned out a bunch of squirrels and was soaking them in. I was soaking them in salt water. And she's like, what is that? And I was like, squirrel. She's like, what are you doing with it? I was like, I'm putting it in the freezer. so that when I get a couple more, I can parboil them, peel the meat off the bone, roll them in flour and fry them in butter. And she's like, what? And I was like, fucking squirrel nuggets, baby. She's like, why? I was like, because rabbit and squirrel are what chicken could have been if it just tried, just a little. It's so good. So, so good. Corey Frisbee. How you doing, sir? I love squirrel. I love squirrel and rabbit. Such good. I will tell you what's even better than either one of them. Chipmunks. You just got to have a whole mess of them. If you got a BB gun and tomato plants, if you got a BB gun and tomato plants, you got food all fall because they will come up and you got to keep them out of your tomato plants because they'll eat them off right at the ground. And you just keep shooting fucking chipmunks and just skinning them out. It's a lot of work. You got to get a lot of them. And you throw them in some salt water and then you make sure you get the BBs out and you put them in the freezer. And then after you've gutted them and skinned them, and then you just, wash them out real good, put them in the freezer and you get like a whole big bag of them, smoke them. They're delicious. I will tell you something. We're gonna get back here to I'm gonna take myself out of narcissist mode here. The cuter the animal, the better they taste. I'm not at all trying to lie. As you work your way through the scale of cute animals, the cuter they are, the better they taste. That's what I have found historically. Doves are beautiful. They're so cute. Probably one of the most delicious things you're ever gonna eat. Fox knives. Fox knives has a lot of really good knives. And at first, I thought that was clipped off, but that's just the blade shape. The first time I saw one of these, which one is this? This is the Fox Knives Baby Core Mini. And it has got, that is a very, very attractive knife, in my opinion. It looks really, really good. I haven't got the handle one, but just to look at that handle, that's a very attractive knife. Really nice. And I've had several of the Fox knives and they are really good. They are really, really good. I spelled your name wrong. Well, I have to address that anyway. So I will get that. I'll get that corrected. So about once a month, I go through and I clear out all the members' names and then I just basically redo it. So I will have to do that for you. You got a baby core from Grateful Panic. How is it? Just curious. I haven't talked to John in a while either. I should get a hold of John. But no, that's a good looking knife. I love those handles. And then like the backspacer, that blue backspacer looks really good on that. So you're looking, it says red, but it's not. That's definitely black and blue, but I like that. Let's see. Tour Knives Mutiny. 350. That's a little pricey for just a standard. I've seen a bunch of the Tour knives. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just not that impressed. I'm not that impressed. So is Fox Knives heat treated? I know the other Italian makers are not supposed to be good. No, I would absolutely disagree. Rob's Nerdy Knives. I have never had an issue. Matter of fact, some of the best N690 I've ever had was done by the Italian companies. This is a Lion Steel. Now it's done in Nylox, which is basically N690. It's an N690 clone. It's pretty much the same. This is some of the best N690 I've had. This will hold an edge so well, and it's stupid sharp. I've never had an issue with any of the knives except what was it? I can't remember what it was. I had a small I had a small knife that was done by one of the Italian companies. And it had FRN handle. I didn't like the steel on it. After I sharpened it a couple times, it was fine. But by the time I got that, I was like, I was kind of over it. I think the heat treat was a little bit bad on that one, but that was an anomaly. The rest of them were all really, really good, as far as I could tell. Um, let's see here. Giant mouse. That's what it was. It was a giant mouse. It was a giant mouse, and I forget what steel it was in. I'm just not a fan of the Tor knives. They've just got. I've talked to some people, and they've got kind of a. I've talked with some people that have dealt with them, and it left kind of a bad taste in my mouth. Friends, other fellow knife makers, stuff like that. Olamic Rainmaker. Somebody was telling me this was one they were looking for, was the Olamic Rainmaker. And that is a very good looking knife. I look at this every time I go to the California Custom Show and Eugene is there, him or his dad. The Rainmaker is a beautiful, beautiful knife. It really is. I love the look of that. And I have not picked one up and held it at the show. And it's specifically because it's absolutely because I don't want to accidentally buy it, because I will pick it up and buy it. Let's see here. This, I'll tell you, if you guys are looking for a button lock auto, these are out the sides. I will tell you, even though they're in S30V, the Piranha knives are a very nice budget option for an out the side auto. If you're gonna throw a switch, if you're looking for a switchblade that is reliable and it's got a lot of snap and it's American made, these are really, really good. I've handled several of the Piranhas. They've got some weird colors and stuff like that. So if you're into like the weird over the top finish on them, let me get back here so you can see it. They are really, really well made. They are snappy. Pocket clips on them are always good. They're good. They're a good solid knife, and you're looking at it for $154. That's not a bad price for a quality American made button, push button out the side auto. They are really a decent little knife.
Guys, check out that link that Will put up.
Those Piranhas are pretty nice. Sold them at Sportsman's. Light into pocket, comfy in hand. Yeah, and they hold up pretty well too. The billboarding is a lot. Well, I mean, here's the deal. Like, I didn't say they didn't have billboarding. That's not something that bothers me. I like, some people are like, oh, I can't buy that. I don't look at a knife and look at it like if there's billboarding on the knife, sometimes it bothers me. Like, what would more bother me would be like first edition run or first production run or millennium edition or any of that crap. I don't mind the maker putting their maker's mark and stuff on it. And on this, it's really, I mean, it's just the steel and the USA. It's not like they've got their logo and a serial number and stuff on it. Microtech does that. But what bothers me is like when it says like first production run or all that crap on it. I don't like that. See, this is $425, and I'm going to tell you, like, I've seen some of these. They are not ground well. They're really, really thick. I don't think I could do 425. I don't think I could do the prices for most of the Tor knives. What is this? It's a Phoenix PD25 flashlight rechargeable. Oh, here, let's make this big. So this has a USB port for charging and then a cap that covers it, which I almost would prefer. I think I've seen one of these before. That's not a bad looking little flashlight. Max runtime 504 hours, max output 1600 lumens, 5 different modes. beam distance, 220 meters. That's a pretty, that got my interest. I'm not a big flashlight guy, but I'm also not opposed to having a good flashlight. May have to keep that in mind. I don't want to look at any more flashlights, so let's get going. Some more of these Boker slip joint lockback style knives. That didn't get any larger, did it? $46 for a yellow bone. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. I don't dislike that. That's not a bad looking little everyday carry pocket knife. Like fifth, just slip it in your pocket. It doesn't have a pocket clip. It's gonna be something reliable. It's only $50. So if something happens to it, you're not like out of fucking mint. You know what I mean? More of those trappers. What are these? Oh, these are for your balisongs, for your ballies, for your BRS. Oh, here we go. Prince Customs. This is that butterfly knife that he was talking about. Now, the only problem I have with a lot of these butterfly knives is they're just only for flipping. See how it doesn't have a latch or anything like that? And like you lose a lot of the functionality of a balisong, because a balisong still is a functional, usable knife. But when you take the latch off and the latch is completely gone, you lose that functionality. You really do. So, guys, you're gonna probably hear a lot of noise. It's spring break, and my neighbors' kids are having like a party across the street. I can hear it. I don't know if can you guys hear it? He took the entire week off. They've got a big he's got tents and stuff, like their friends from when they lived out of state came to visit. They invited my daughter over. She went over for a little bit, came back, and my daughter is still doing, my daughter's on spring break, but she's still doing her college. She's got a dual enrollment. She's doing a college world history course right now. So that doesn't take time off. The school's up in Orange, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. She's doing it remotely, but she doesn't like, everybody's like, oh, spring break, you can do something. She's like, no, I still got school. I still have school every day. So Greg Maroney. So you guys don't hear anything? Okay. Yeah, get the slingshot. Get the slingshot. Use this link. It's absolutely, a slingshot is a very, very good thing to have. It doesn't require ammo. The ammo that you pick back up is reusable, and you can get ball bearings pretty much anywhere in different sizes. And it can be devastating against people targets as well. So get the slingshot for your neighbors. No, they don't bother me. They keep this neighbor I'm talking about he's the guy that's he's a federal officer. He's a federal agent. And he's really, really cool. I love the dude. He's a great dude. But he's really good about like keeping the noise down, stuff like that. I'm not at all worried about that. So let's get back. Yeah, I just feel that you kind of lose. Yes, I already did. Will be already purchased it, unless you can talk him into purchasing it and not purchasing it, allowing you to purchase it. That'd be between the two of you. Let me let's see here. I'm trying. Why is this working? Why isn't this working? There we go. There we go. So that's the one by Prince Customs. Concept knives, KTC Hawkbill frame like with lightning strike. That is a good looking knife. I'm not in the market for a karambit or a hawkbill, but I like that. And it's got the nightmare grind on it. 2 fullers. I do have to say, I guess I'm just getting old. I find that some of these over the top finishes just aren't my cup of tea anymore. I've done them for people. I've done that finish on stuff for people. I've done it on a bunch of knives, and I've redone Timascus for people. And I used to think it was really cool, but now I think it's just overplayed. I think it's just played out. It's just too much flash. I think it's just too over the top. What do you guys think? What's the purpose of ballad song? Ballad songs actually are really good. Um, Ballad songs are the closest. Like we talk about folding knives that have super strong locks, like the triad lock and things like that. But that lock that you get on a ballad song is incredibly strong because it's locked in. It's two pieces, and unless you let go, it's not going to open up. It's not like a lock where it could fail and then close in your hands. The only way to make that fail is to break the handles. And no, you didn't miss the announcement. This is what we're giving away on Wednesday: the Crag in carbon fiber and the Crag frame or liner lock. I had somebody send me one of these, and they were like, "Do it as a giveaway. It's brand new. Never used it." I did not see that, and I did not see that. I did not see the Artisan is doing a Pyrate with Warncliffe blade. But if you're going to buy one, I absolutely have an Artisan affiliate link. Reach out to me, Jay. And Jay, you're not on the Gilded server yet. You need to go join the Gilded server. If I can get you a specific link to that knife because I have an Artisan affiliate. And basically, guys, if you message me, if you're looking for a knife, I can tell you whether I can get you an affiliate link for it. So just keep that in mind. Like it doesn't cost you anything. It's only a few minutes of my time. I absolutely get a portion of it. If you're looking for any knives, just hit me up on email. It's gunmonkey1974@gmail.com. Here, I'll even put it up there. There you go. Will beat me to it. I'm really far back. My computer is so hot right now. Has anyone seen the Civivi button lock karambit that looks like an incisor? It is the inside. It's basically the same knife. I have seen pictures of it, but I haven't gotten to see one. Almost all the members are in here except a couple. There's only a couple. Yeah. I mean, you could just go to Cutlery Corner Network, Dopey. So yeah, let me pull this back up. Yeah, that's interesting looking. I like the blade shape. I like the handle shape, but I'm not sure how I feel about the finish. I mean, you could always, I'm sure they have it a different finish. Oh, did you guys see the video that went up today? That knife is that knife is upstairs. If you guys saw the video today, if you didn't, go check it out. That video, that new knives companter, is it sitting over there? Hang on, I'll grab it so we can talk about it. I'm really kind of impressed with it. Let me see. Let me see. Where did I put it? It's right here. It is here. I didn't take it upstairs. It's in its case. I know that we're talking about new arrival knives on Blade HQ, but this thing really surprised me, and I was kind of on the fence when I opened it. I was like, "Ah, great!" And then Will B was here the day that it showed up, and I filmed after he left. I filmed the unboxing, and I was like, "Oh no!" It showed up, and I filmed the unboxing, and then he came the next day, and I got to see it. I really do like this knife a lot. It's got a really good balance. It's got a great blade shape. It's got handles that remind me a lot of the handles. They're kind of similar in shape to the Civivi. God damn it. Which one am I thinking of? I can't think of it off the top of my head now. I talked about it in the video. But at any rate, it's a really good knife so far, and it absolutely has screamed through. The Elementum. There you go. Thanks, Dopey. the Elementum. It's got the handles that are very much like the Elementum, and it's got it's a hollow ground blade and nice thick blade stock. I was not joking when I did that video. I was really impressed, and I thought that the lockup was a little bit light, and I was like, I got to do a spine whack test because somebody's going to see it, but I just really early lockup. I don't think it's safe, and I spine whacked the shit out of it, and it didn't snap open. It locked over further. Dave was here when I did it, and he was like, wow, that got further. Like it worked. It walked in, not out. So it didn't fail. It worked its way in and was more secure. The only thing I don't like about it's top floor, but even that pocket clip, like typically I'm not a fan of that pocket clip, but it is stupid comfortable. So I put a link to this knife in that video. This one is an Amazon link, but yeah, really, it's not an Elementum. It looks, it's not an Elementum. I said the handles are reminiscent of the Elementum. This doesn't look anything like the Elementum. Doesn't. Like I hear that, like, oh, that looks just like this. No, it doesn't. The handles aren't even the same as the Elementum. I said that they feel similar. The things I liked about the Elementum handles are what I like about this. Like it's nice and it's got that big fat area at the back, just fills your hands up really well. So to show you a point, this is the Civivi Elementum. This doesn't look anything like what I'm showing you. That and this don't even look close to the same. The handles the same. I said they're similar in feel. You're comfortable. Check out Tempered Trails, sponsor of a lot of my videos. I was going to have it be the sponsor of this video, but I am having a hard time getting the graphics to work the way I want. So thank you very much, sir. This is true. This is a true statement. This is a true statement. This is a Grimsmo Norseman, and it just kind of disappears. No. I'm for what I want to use it for. I'm having a problem. It's nothing to do with the graphics. Like the last ones, I just couldn't download. These ones, it's my FFK, my Ferrum Forge Aluris. When I got it, didn't want to lock up. Must have been a burr or something because I flipped it 5 times. Sometimes stuff will get in there. Chris and Elliot always check those knives, but I have to, like, I've been around their shop. It's not the cleanest of places. It could have been something that got down in there that was on it, maybe stuck, maybe a piece of adhesive or something like that. So it's hard to say. But yeah, that's the Civivi Elementum. But let's get back to present, share screen. Sometimes I say that I'm like, oh, these handles kind of remind me, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, it looks a lot like not picking on you, Dopey, but a lot of times you'll say something, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of this, and everybody's like, oh yeah, it's just too much like it, and I was like, no, it's nothing like it. I said it's reminiscent of. That's a lot like. It's a lot like when they make movies, and you have based on a true story. Mitch Hedberg did this, like based on a true story, which means that at least the major parts of the story are there. And then you have inspired by a true story. Like I watched this, I saw a story about a guy that survived a bear attack, and that inspired me to write a movie about crackheads in Portland. That doesn't mean that they're going to have anything to do with each other. So I have 7 elementums, and I've thought that about the comparator for a while. But I'm telling you, I don't see it at all. It's so much different. And at this point, so many knives are going to look so much like others. You can't avoid it at this point. Let me rearrange this. But I will tell you, this comparator it's a very, very good cutter. It cuts so well. This, I was curious about this, but I don't think I really want to spend $450 on a tomahawk. I mean, it's a good look. Don't get me wrong, it's a good looking tool. However, I don't think I can justify that when there's another. This is gonna fucking people are gonna get pissed because I'm sure there's friends. There's fans of this brand of drifter blades that are gonna be like, "What are you fucking talking about?" Um, Artisan makes one that has got more functionality. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Artisan, and I can if you go to that video that I did, the EDC Tomahawk, it's really good, and it's like 1/4 the price of that. And it's really good. My buddy Tino took it out to the woods and put it through its paces when he was camping here not too long ago. Um, let's get back to this. That is a good looking. I do have to say that's a very good looking tomahawk. Drifter Blades has got some interesting knives. I don't know how I feel about these ones. That's not something that's up my alley. But this one is, I've seen a couple of these. 325, it is like the tomahawk I don't get. This I kind of get. This is a very good looking little knife. Lots of handle, comes with a really good sheath, lots of handle, nice shaped blade. That is a very good outdoor. That's a very good little outdoor knife. That even if you don't have a clip on it, you could just throw that in your hip pocket with that sheath. And just, just hit the trail and have something light that you could use out. So Drifter Blades does make good stuff. I'm not trying to say, I just like for that tomahawk, I just can't justify that. Is this one of their OTFs? This is a Piranha OTF. So Piranha does make OTFs as well, and I've seen some of these. But the flute is $15. That's the price we set for the flute. I should have put that in the thing. All right. Since you're a paying member and have been longer than almost anyone. I can't play a didgeridoo. It's supposed to be the simplest wind instrument, and I just can't fucking do it. Makes my lips so tingly. There's your flute, sir. Since you did it twice, I'll do it twice.
How's that? I did it with this filter. Does that sound better? Do I feel better? I didn't feel bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of addressed that. Earlier. It has a lot to do with just stress of things. My mom was in the hospital. Here, I'll give you full stream. We'll talk about that for a minute. Because I just want to take a break from looking at some new stuff. Hang on just a second. So my mom was in the hospital. We just dropped fucking damn near $9,000 on the wife's car. And I saw a dramatic drop in interactions on my channel, income on the channel, everything that could seem to go wrong was going wrong, and it just stacks up. And David knows me. David knows I've got some PTSD stuff from not from downrange, but from other stuff, and I have depression, and it all stacks up. And it definitely it makes everything feel worse than it actually is. Dave and I have talked about it in the past. My PTSD comes from a humanitarian mission that I was involved in, and it was horrible. But it all stacked up, and it was all at once. And I know it's coming. I can feel it coming, and I just kind of went off the rails. I was spending too much time focusing on the wrong things. I was focusing on the negative stuff. I was focusing too much on the channel. I have to just let the channel do what the channel's going to do. I just make the videos. I can't control YouTube. I can't control the algorithm. What is it that like I never would consider like alcoholism as a thing, but I definitely had to go to I had to go to an alcohol program for alcohol abuse, not alcohol dependency. And the serenity prayer. You have to tell yourself that. God, grant me the serenity, tolerate all the window liquors and crayon. No, that's the wrong one. That's the physical security and anti-terrorism prayer. No, you just have to, you just got to let it go. And you just got to let things be the way they are and just trust that things are going to work out. I've got a huge core. Like for me, I would much rather have a good core membership than a bunch of people that are just here to get free stuff. No, I am going to start doing giveaways, but it's only subscribers to entice people to come. But I just got to work on just making things better on the channel. Like this is my job now. I've picked this. I've went all in on it. You guys see it. I do it every day. It's just what I got to do. Life sucks. Buy a fucking helmet. Everything, there's always going to be bad stuff. And if I can just keep that in mind, I think everything's going to work out fine. Channel's growing. I've made new contacts with people that we're going to film specific things. Like I said, I have a direction for what I want to do with the channel. I'm still going to put up videos as often as I can. If I can put up a video every day, 7 days a week, then that's what I'll do. And if I can't put up a video every day, 7 days a week, well, then so fucking be. I will grow the channel. It's still growing. If you're here and you're not subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe. If you haven't dropped a like already in an hour and 30 minutes, fucking shame on you, but do it now. I'm not going to get too upset as long as you do it before you leave. And that's how we grow the channel is I just keep doing what I'm doing. There's people that don't like me. I get it. Guess what? I'm not going to fight. There have been other knife channels that have called me out and said I'm a piece of shit. Told me like, oh, you did this or you do that. Guess what? It's mind over matter. I don't mind because you don't fucking matter. In my world that I can control, you have this much influence. And as long as I keep that in mind, everything's going to be fine. I'm the God Emperor of my existence. You cannot make me angry. If you make me angry, I have lost control. I choose what emotions I allow to reign my world. And I know this, but every once in a while you have a little slip up. So that's where we're at. And I just wanted to let you guys know, I apologize. I've had to come apart in several of the things, but like I was looking at it like my life is going down the toilet because people aren't watching the videos. And I think I was putting out too many videos. I was putting them out too close together. I think I'm going to start doing, if I start doing videos twice a day, it's going to be one at 4 a.m. for the guys on the East Coast to see at 7. Then you can see it throughout the day. And then there'll be one at 4 p.m. I'm going to switch the times because I do recognize that there are other channels that are larger than mine. If they put up a video when I do a premiere, it gets squashed. I can't control the fact that they're putting up a video. What can I do? I'm not doing premieres anymore because that's when I lose my shit. Is I'm sitting in a premiere and there's 3 people. I'm like, I got 11,000 subscribers. Why are there only 3 people watching this premiere? I got to get over that. I just have to push that out of my mind. I just got to work on what I've got going. I have a goal. I have a purpose and I'm going to stay to it. And all that little peripheral shit is only going to slow me down. I haven't even turned the TV on out here in the studio today. Guess what? I only filmed 2 videos. They weren't like big time things, but you know what I did do? I talked to a bunch of people. I sat down. I wrote things down that I wanted to do. I set a goal for certain things. I got in touch with companies and I added new stuff to my list of things. I did work on some stuff for ad spots for Tempered Trail. Doll Strong Knives absolutely is another one of my channel sponsors, and I haven't done a fucking thing for them. and I absolutely need to do it. Tempered Trail, Dull Strong Knives, Coffee Brand Coffee. I have 3 channel sponsors, and I've only done anything for 1 right now. So let's get back to what we were here to do, which is I want to look at this because I have not gotten to see one of these Piranha OTF switch button locks. If anyone has one of these, I would like to see these because if their OTFs are as good as their other ones, 375 is a little pricey. I'm not gonna lie, but OTFs are usually a bit more expensive. 154 cm. It's got a mirror polish on them, and when they do a mirror polish, they are not joking. It is fucking mirror polished. The model is rated X. Right there. Do you need another reason? Do you need another reason to buy that knife? The name of that knife is rated X. I don't know what's going on here. I have dad duties. I'll send you some patches tomorrow. All right, bud. Love you, David. Take it easy. My favorite jarhead right there. Any of these knives that you decide to purchase, I just put up a purchase link. That's the other thing. I just got to make sure. It's like any conversation you and I have ever had that's off of YouTube. Yeah, I would imagine like I can't think that these would be bad as much as I like the other ones. This is a knife that I'm curious about. Is this case? I haven't got to see one. They are $149. Case knives are pricey, but this intrigues me because it looks like it could be good. The problem is a lot of times I'm not a week ahead. Kyle, there's a lot of times I'm not a week ahead. As a matter of fact, I'm 2 days ahead now, right now. I went through a bunch of other stuff. So I would love to, and I am absolutely shadow banned on Instagram. You can't find me very easily. And so putting nice stuff up there for me doesn't make sense. I am curious about these because I have had some nice case knives. So this is not a bad looking knife. They are supposed to be really thick. Well, let me look here. Let's see if I can get a. I mean, that's a good looking knife right there. That is absolutely a good looking knife. I don't have. If I had $149, $150, it's S35 VS drop point, blade stock thickness. Anybody see a blade stock? Blade thickness 0.14, 0.14, which is not that far. That's not that bad. A lot of the Ferrums were 0.1, 0.182 or 186 in blade stock thickness. Yeah, that's not a bad looking. It's a reversible pocket clip, sturdy aluminum handle, G10 grip inlay, front or flipper tab, and it runs all ball bearings. I don't know if anybody's got one of these. Send it my way. I'll do a review of it. I'm curious about that now. Hogue, here you go. You want another? Here you go. Now I will say I have handled a lot of their OTFs. These are good. All of these are good. Oh, behind the edge? It doesn't surprise me. Where'd you go, Dopey? Drink some water. Guys, I don't know if you have noticed, I have completely quit drinking. For the better part, I think a month now, I quit drinking. Because I was like, man, every time I have a beer, my stomach's all fucked up. So I like that. Hogue does really good. Hogue does really good OTFs. That's good looking. Is that micarta on the outside? Micarta on one side, aluminum on the other? Am I just catching that? Let's see. Reserve this item for only $5. Upon shipping, the remaining balance will be charged. I think that's a micarta scale on the top of that. Is it? Or is it aluminum? Man, I wish I could zoom in on that. That's got to be micarta. That's micarta. I can see the layers in it. It's either micarta or G10. Let me go back. Let me see if I can get into. Can you guys in the chat tell me? They wouldn't take my affiliate link. Okay, for the. Are you talking for? Is this what you were going to pre-reserve? Where? Oh, there. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking everywhere but the title. Well, I scrolled down. My bad. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Arrowhead guy. I scrolled down and I didn't see it. I was looking everywhere but in the title. There it is right there. Blue Lava G10. That is Oh, there it is. Grooved Blue Lava G10 handle. That I like that. That's good. That's good looking. I bet that's going to be light. $278. That's too much. That's too much for my current predicament, but boy, would that be cool. Blade Solutions Blade Lube. I've never tried that. Here's a Kershaw steering. I don't like any of the Kershaw stuff. Now I like ProTech as a company, but I do have to say their knives have got too much snap sometimes. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I love the Hogue knives. I love that they're American made. I love Dave. He's such a good dude. I'm friends with Matt, who is their marketing director and sales director. I love all the guys there. They're all really good. They're too much. There's just too much stuff. I'm not gonna talk about what's happening in Nashville. I have my own thoughts. The second I saw it was a Christian school, I was like, I bet we're gonna find out something that the left doesn't like, but we're not gonna talk about that here. I'm just saying. Guessing Wednesday win on the giveaway. Let me check, and I can tell you real quick. I didn't check that. Let's see. Right now, 57% of you guys want it on Wednesday. The other 43 want it on Friday. So that's what it looks like right now. So I'm just going to leave it at that and say, yeah, we're just going to do it Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday 1. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this Lantra, before anybody... Ooh, something in my eye. The Lantra, before we go any further, I just want to tell you guys, you're going to see, why is this not working? Something's wrong with this again. There we go. This knife, if you don't at least get one and try it, you're probably going to regret it. I know that they're $350, and I know I can say that because the maker, the designer, sent this one to me. This is such a good knife. It's been hard. I told Eric, I was like, I have to do the video. I've got to do the video on this soon. But then I'm not going to carry it as much. It has been really hard to do some of the other things. Some of these knives that I've got right now, I don't want to film the video because I don't want to stop carrying them, which typically is what happens. This is such a good, amazing little EDC knife. And I don't want to stop carrying it. So, And the edge has held up. It needs sharpened. It does need sharpened. I already had to sharpen the Solar Storm. I'm gonna have to sharpen this one because they've just been used so much. But they are so good. You know what we haven't? You know what we haven't done? We haven't heard this in the echo chamber.
Not that one.
Hurry up and get there.
So many settings. There we go. Ooh, that was loud. My bad. Nah, it's okay, Chris. It happens. Paul, you're a year younger than me. Actually, you're 2 years younger than me. August, I turned 49. And I'm not saying it, but a lot of people said it like, I don't believe you. I've literally had to show people my driver's license to prove to them that I'm almost 50. The last time I shaved my beard, I got carded. You guys remember that when I shaved the beard down? I trimmed it down really, really thin. No, it's been a couple years ago with this. When I shaved my beard the last time, I absolutely got carded, and the lady was like, I was like 40. It's like 43 or 44, and she was like, I'm sorry, I gotta see your ID card. I was like, really? She goes, if you don't look 30, the rule is like, if you don't look 37, they have to card you. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, my boss is an ass. And she was like, she checked my card. She was like, oh, okay. Wow. You don't look like you're that old. When I shave, I definitely look way younger, but I don't care. And I don't like shaving. Thanks, Dopey. Appreciate it. I didn't think I looked 35. I thought I definitely still looked like I was in my 40s, but apparently I have a baby face when I don't shave. Yeah, ProTech knives. I think they got a little bit too much oomph. I'm afraid they're going to develop blade play early because of how good the spring is in them. I don't want to see anything. I hate Kershaw. I hate a lot of the Kershaw knives. This is way, way, way too expensive, but it's because it's the vintage tribute lockback with black micarta and brass. It's a special thing, but the Buck One, is it the Buck 112 or 114? What is it? I can't remember. It's the Ranger, the Buck 112 Ranger. I had one of these, and I absolutely love this knife so much more than the I definitely love this knife way better than I like the Buck 110. I love the Buck 110. I have one somewhere. That was my dad's. I cannot find it. It's here somewhere. It didn't go anywhere. It's in a box. But this absolutely is a better lockback. What is KPL good to use? It's the only thing I use on my knives. A lot of people, more snake oil. KPL absolutely does what they say it does. I can get away with using KPL on my knives and not have to clean them because they say it keeps the grit in suspension, right? It keeps the grit, and it absolutely does. And I tested it because I use it when I sharpen on an Arkansas stone for my kitchen knives. I use it, and it doesn't. Like typically, what I'll have to do is after I sharpen, I'm using mineral oil or mineral spirits or WD-40 or 3-in-2 oil for sharpening on an Arkansas stone, on an oil stone. I still then have to go behind and clean out the pores of the stone with Barkeeper's Friend and a scrubby pad. I haven't had to do that in fucking forever because I use KPL on that stone as the lubricant to sharpen on an oil stone. It absolutely does not allow the grit to get in the stone. It keeps it in solution. I just wipe it off and it's great. As far as what it does in bearing, I've had knives and I'm like, man, this knife is still super, super smooth. And you open it up and it is nasty as fuck inside. And I'm like, okay, how many knives do I own? Several hundred at this point. I have an entire shelf full of knives over here. I have 2 cases of knives here. I have a shelf full of knives here, and I have a milk crate full of knives in our downstairs bathroom on the top shelf. Not to mention random boxes of knives that belong to my father and things like that. They're all here. I have like we did a video and it was 4 each knife got like 2 minutes and it was 4 30-minute videos. So you do the math on that. And that wasn't even all. There was still stuff that I didn't pretty much use the nano. I use the nano oil on my pews because that's what it was designed for, and it works really well for that. I don't use Slickum because I find that the only thing I found that works good, the thing that I like that works the best on washer knives is either TW25 Bravo lightweight gun grease, the synthetic gun grease, which is amazing and it works great on all my washer knives, or just fluorinated grease. So it's great. But I mean, you can use whatever lubricant you want. I'm just saying those are the ones that I found that get me the best results, and I don't have to take things apart as often. I got some knives like literally I just put a couple drops of KPL in it. It's like a brand new knife. I don't even take it apart. I just rinse it under the sink. I just put a couple drops in from above, like I talked about in that video. Not a problem. Do I need to do I need to disassemble my knives? Absolutely. Was great. So absolutely works great, I should say. Yeah, but a buck 112. Buck 112 is a really good knife. Back to what I was saying. Buck 112 Ranger. What is this? MKM Anzo liner lock knife, Arctic Storm carbon fiber 249. That's not. Somebody told me what MKM is. Who? One of you guys told me MKM, and I can't remember now. What is MKM? And I've not got to see any of their stuff, but it's from what I understand, their stuff's really, really good. Is it Italy? I haven't got to see one, but a lot of yeah. There you go. I heard that these are really good. I haven't got to handle one. I have not gotten to handle one, but that's a good looking knife. I like the look of that. Let's go back to it. I didn't mean to exit from it. I don't know how I feel about the pocket clip, but the rest of the knife is really good. Oh, I'm gonna hate it. Sharp jimping on the lock bar. You don't need jimping on the lock bar. You really don't. You just need better access. I mean, you can do it if you do it well. Like this one right here has some jimping on it, but it's not real aggressive. It's not real sharp. This is just about perfect. I have seen the Spider Cocanus. I don't own one. That's a knife that I wouldn't dislike having. I know who did the prototype. I know who did the handmade prototype for it. I've seen it. I've gotten to handle it. So let's see here. Like another 8 minutes of this, and then we can go. Well, you know what? This reminds me of the Pilar. Is it the same designer? Yeah, it is. It's Jeffter Vox knees. The same guy that did the Pilar. That's what I thought. That's a good looking knife. I liked the I do. I like the Canis. There's a couple of the it does. It does. And I like I have to say, um, I like the Yojimba. I love it. It's for what it is, like for self defense. I just they people try to tout it as a EDC work knife, and I'm like, no, 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 no. It is definitely too thin up at the point it's going to break. Kyle Connors, you want to review my Smoky Mountain? Um, is that the case they were talking about? I'm not buying any knives. There are no knives in my future. The only knives that are coming in are from companies. And you guys are going to see, I've got some videos of knives from companies you may have not heard of. And I'm not going to say they're end all be alls. Like every once in a while you get a gem. Like, where'd I fucking put it? I just had it in my hand. I honestly think that this Companter is kind of a hidden gem. I think this is a hidden gem. I like this way better than a lot of other knives that I've seen recently. So, um, this this is a little hidden gem. I have one from Remet. I'm not as over the moon with it, but it's still a really nice knife. It's pretty plain. I'm hoping that they'll send me some of their nicer stuff because they do absolutely have things in varying levels. I've seen the Remet button lock. Yeah, I can do a review of it. Just know that if you send me something, it's going to be here for a while. Um, just a thought, knife you've never heard of doesn't sound like the best way to increase views. That's your thought, but I'm going to tell you that those videos have done the best. Knife you've never seen before, everyone's curious. They see it. It might not be up your alley, but I can show you empirical data that shows that those videos do better than videos that are knives that everyone has seen. Because guess what? I'm doing a review of it. 6 other guys just did a review of it right after the other 12 guys before that did the video of it. And you've seen that knife in 18 other channels. But guess what? Knife you've never seen before absolutely gets people to click on it. Because guess what? They haven't seen it before. But yeah, I have the Remet, and I've seen some others that they've done, and they're really good knives. And like I said, this is a good knife. It's just a very plain knife compared to some of the other ones I've seen on other channels. So you want some level of mystery. You want to entice people. You want people to click on the button. And then you want them to stay engaged. That's why if you've watched a couple of my newer videos, the intros are definitely different. The lead into it. You want to get the attention. You want to show what you're doing, and you want to entice people to continue to watch. So there's a little thought that has to go into it. But I mean, absolutely, I like bringing you guys new stuff. And if I can show you something new and entice you to come see something new, then I think absolutely that's a good choice. And I've been reaching out to companies that you may not get to see. That's like this video. That's why there's more people here than there were on Friday. You know why? Because we were making a knife in AI. That wasn't all that enticing. But you want to see new releases because everybody wants to see what they might be buying in the next few weeks. They might be wanting to see what they're going to see on people's channels. They might be seeing if things are going to be at a discount. So I really do like this stuff. I sent them a link to the I need to send them a link to the video. So guys, my daughter and I are going to do something for a few minutes after this. We are going to prepare some things for tomorrow for her lunch that we're going to cook. And then I may go to my game channel for a little bit. Yeah, I just can't. I can't justify any cost. Like I said, I'm selling knives that I absolutely love and do not want to part with because I need to. Yes, that's on its way as well. Jim said he's going to send it to me as soon as the new prototypes come in. So I keep hounding him about it. I'm like, wow, it'd be great if I could get that before other channels do. You know, I don't want to have to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to show you the same fucking thing that Metal Complex and 12 others already showed you. That's why getting a knife and showing you something you haven't gotten a chance to see anywhere else absolutely is a draw. But I have other options of showing you things that you're never going to see, such as an exclusive shop tour and interview with the godfather of tactical knives, Mr. Bob Truzzola. And that's coming up soon. I already talked with him today about it. We're going to get it done. They made a couple mini knives. They released a mini knife, but like their stuff comes in waves. So you'll see some older knives, you'll see some releases, but Elliot is constantly designing. He's always trying to like push out new stuff. So you're going to see one, but they really aren't trying to push out too many designs at once. But Elliot has designs with other companies. So yeah, that's there's always going to be new Ferrums coming out, but I don't think they've done anything new since then. So all right, guys, that's it. My kid and I are going to go marinate the stuff that she wants for lunch tomorrow. If you follow me on my gaming channel, I will probably be playing a little bit of Mass Effect because it's 9:30 and I'm heavily caffeinated. So that's it, guys. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, you're absolutely going to want to be subscribed. You're going to want to make sure you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed so that Wednesday you can come in and you're only going to be able to drop comments. The only people that can comment on Wednesday are subscribers. And this is what they're going to be doing. We're going to pick a hashtag. You guys are going to pick a hashtag. You don't have to enter multiple times. It's really easy. And then, like I said, I apologize if I came off the rails and was being a fucking asshat in a couple of the premieres, but you know, it's stressful for all of us, and I appreciate all you guys. Paying members especially, go check out Coffee Brand Coffee. Use the coupon code Crazy Sharp, capital C, capital S, Crazy Sharp, all one word. Save 5%. They are a channel sponsor. Jeremy at the Quartering, the owner of the company, was incredibly kind to offer me an affiliate, and there are very few of us, or not affiliate, but a sponsorship. There are very few of us. So if you see other people's old codes for Coffee Brand Coffee, they no longer work. And you can absolutely get coffee. Like if you want a company to take money that you give them and then make a better product, Coffee Brand Coffee is the one for you, because they do not take any of your money and turn it into activism. That's been my big thing. Like if you want to be an activist on your own, that's fine. But if I'm buying a product, I don't necessarily agree with what you're doing. Like you can always have your opinion. I'm fine with that. But I don't necessarily want my money being given to a cause that I absolutely disagree with. That I might have a religious reason, or I might have a personal bias reason, whatever the reason, I don't necessarily want to support those things. So I have tried to find companies that have done that. And I've picked companies that I absolutely trust, and they're great. And I have another bag. Like if you saw the things, I'm not just like shilling you guys coffee. I have the coffee. I bought that coffee. They have not given me any free coffee since I first started with their affiliate program. Now I'm now I'm part of their ambassador program where I am sponsored by them, and I haven't gotten any new coffee from them. Only coffee that I've gotten from Coffee Brand Coffee is coffee I buy, and it's delicious. So guys, that's it. I'm out. I love y'all. Check it out. Check out all the affiliate links. Go to Tempered Trail, buy some fucking really good shoelaces. Check out Doll Strong Knives. Use my affiliate link there. I've got an affiliate link in the description of all my videos. They've got a lot of great kitchen knives. I will be doing some ad spots for that. And like I said, I know no one likes ad spots in videos, but I've got to be able to support what I do here. And that's one of the ways. So guys, they're not making me do ad spots. I can do it however I want. So guys, that's it. I love y'all. Take it easy. I'm out. Stop broadcast. End broadcast. Oh, wait. I owe you something. Don't go anywhere yet. I almost forgot.
They call me Cuba Pete. I'm the king of a rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. Yeah.
There you go. Dancing cat. Guys, I love y'all. I'm out. See you later.